long ago, Paris Hilton talked with Larry King for 1 hour. Like most people, I didn't watch it. However, it does serve to make the point of this week's Way Out of the Mud, and that is this: avoid trifling conversation. Your brain is a most powerful computer, a finely tuned mechanism. It's a magnificent work of creative genius, capable of brilliance. But it must be exposed to great ideas, and it must be nourished with blood and oxygen, and most of all, it must be challenged. You know, no one really knows how much information your brain can actually hold. Scientists believe that the brain, unlike the finest computers ever built, have an ever-increasing and unmeasurable capacity to hold, process, understand, and question information. Do you realize what this means? It means you can be much smarter than you are, that you can grow in knowledge and understanding way beyond what you think is possible. Then, why do so many people run on intellectual empty? Why is there so much banality to the television shows you watch, and the magazines you read, and the websites you visit? Why do you fill your magnificent mind with shallow and worthless information that will at best leave you dead sea, and at worst comatose? Now, you're not going to like my answer, because it's easy. It's easy to capture all the details about Paris Hilton rather than to grapple with a great idea. It takes much less effort to listen to the news than to read a book. Yet in the 30 minutes you take to watch 20 minutes of news that may contain only 1 or 2 minutes of truly useful information, why, you could read a couple of chapters in a great book and come away encouraged, informed, more clever, and therefore a much more interesting person. Now, if you haven't recently read a book or discussed some of the world's great imponderables with someone smarter than you, then your brain is going unchallenged in your life. Your life is on hold. Continue on this path, and your brain will be like an unused muscle. It will atrophy, it will weaken, and even become dangerous. Unchallenged brains, you see, lead people from morality to misery, from science to superstition, from great ideas to irrelevant idiocy. However, if you've declared yourself a person of value and purpose, if you are focused intently on a few important goals, if you are committed to continual learning and growth, then you don't have the time or the energy or the inclination to talk about some ditzy, hollow, irrelevant babe who has nothing more to do with her life than to strut around like a peacock, have her picture taken, and spend another few $100,000 of her trust fund money. You've got things to learn. You've got ideas to test, goals to reach, books to read. You see yourself as someone important, worthwhile, intelligent, and relevant. You avoid trifling conversation because it bores your active, industrious, growth-focused mind. This is Ron Ross, the Mile High Motivator, coming to you from my home office in Denver, Colorado. I'll see you next time for the next edition of Motivation Moment.